And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Kansas City Royals taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. First pitch coming your way next. About to get started here. Today's starting pitcher, Eric Fetty. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They can move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Jonathan India leading things off and takes a strike. And it's even up. And there's a strike.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
And the next pitch is way outside. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. And there's one down. And here now, the lineup for the Royals. And so far this year, this has not been a very good offense.
Well, in this day and age, if you can't slug and get on base, that OPS has to be at a certain level. If you're going to produce runs, give your pitchers an opportunity as they're facing tough offenses as well.
Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. He's going to finish with a new career high in stolen bases, Chris. Fetty, a 6'4" righty, 32 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. High fly ball out to left field. Burleson settles underneath it, and there's two down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
On the ground. On to first, and that'll do it. We're midway in inning number one. No score. Back here in St. Louis, our starting pitcher in this one, Kris Bubic. What's the scouting report on him?
Well, this guy's just been filthy out there on the mound. Hitters batting under 200 against him, and they're just having a hard time squaring up anything, doing any type of damage. The only way he hurts himself is if he gives up the free passes and surrenders a rare home run. But outside of that, it's going to be a tough job for the opposing lineup today.
And now the right fielder, Lars Nootbaar. First pitch misses. That one fouled off. Fastball for a strike. And the count 1-2.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Upstairs. That one missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Witt over to first. One up, one down. Here's the Cardinals lineup now. A really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
They had plenty of chances. There's nobody to blame it on but themselves offensively. They just did a poor job converting in those situations. You have to figure out what's your plan going to be. Maybe watch some tape from the last game. Make the adjustments. So if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much better chance of scoring some runs.
And he beats the throw. Shows off the wheels right there. An infield single.
It's good hustle. And when talking about an emerging leader on a team, those are the things that are going to be necessary for him to do to set that example, you know, game in, game out.
And up next for St. Louis, Brendan Donovan. Check swing, and he went. It's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
That pitch started in
balls,
and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
And the 0-2. Outside with a breaking ball. Pitch misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
2 balls, 2
Wynn
strikes.
stands at first with 1 out. Ground ball up the middle. Witt flips to second. That's 1, and that's 2. So the Cards are kept quiet through 1. On to the second from St. Louis on the show. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate. Fetty back to work. Going away.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. So a man on base to start the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Drew Waters stands in. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. No score here in the second.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
And he couldn't hold back. He's run up on strikes.
Well, he made pretty quick work of him right there. You look at the sequence, everything down at the knees and below. And some guys are good low ball hitters, but right there, they clearly had a plan to pound that part of the zone, and he wasn't able to put up much of a fight.
John Ray steps in for the Royals. And there's a foul ball. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now 1 out.
Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there was just no one there to knock it down. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
And to the plate for Kansas City, Nick Lofton. Fouled off. He was late.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Runners at first and second with one gone here in the top of the second. And he hits a ground ball right side down the line, and it's foul. Gonna count 1 and 2.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
To short, could be 2. In plenty of time to first, and now 2 gone.
Batting 8, second baseman, Michael Massey.
So up next, Michael Massey.
I'm curious how he decides to attack on the mound. This guy at the plate has been great hitting under pressure this year.
Pitch misses there, and it's 1-0.
He's got a base open, so the pressure to come in and really attack this hitter, not as great as it would be if the bags were sacked.
Fought off foul.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Next pitch is outside. Left-hand hitter waits. Line drive, base hit. 1 runs in. Here comes the throw, but it's offline. He will score.
Oh, that's a big at bat coming through in the clutch to drive in a pair. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
And now it's Kyle Isbell. They say you win.
0-1.
To the right side. To first.
Out.
And that is the inning. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Royals 2 and the Cardinals nothing. We head to the bottom of the second. Here's the veteran first baseman, Wilson Contreras.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Just missed.
Inside.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Everything came together for him. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
And now it's Ivan Herrera. He's a catcher by trade, but the DH here in this one. First offering, and it just misses.
Ball.
Fly ball down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Just missed. Contreras gets his lead at first. Nobody out. And a swing and a miss there.
Full count. 3-2.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Here's Nolan Arenado. Nolan Arenado at the plate. Arenado, guy who delivers big-time power at the dish and will probably go down as one of the greatest defensive third basemen of all time. And speaking of that defense, it's hard to imagine that in high school, Arenado shared the left side of the infield with another elite defender, Matt Chapman, at El Toro High School in California. Oh, 0-2 now. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Way
One ball,
outside,
two
and it's
strikes.
1-2. Grounder might be 2. Witt for 1.
Out.
Their second
Got it.
double play already. This one ends the second inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. End of 2 here at Busch Stadium. It's the Royals 2 and the Cardinals nothing. Back here at Busch Stadium, on to the third inning. Here's the Royals designated hitter, Jonathan India. It really feels like we might be running out of time before a rain delay is called. This rain is not letting up.
Yeah, and if we do get a delay, the unfortunate thing is the clock's going to start ticking on these pitchers, and they won't be able to keep their arms warm forever if it's a long break, and going to have to exit this game a little early.
Man at first, nobody out. Bobby Witt Jr. steps in for the Royals. Runner on the move. Pitch him for a strike. Safe at second with a stolen base. Started after the 0-1 pitch, and now a check down to first. And that's going to be ruled a swing. And now 1-2. Just a slow ground ball this time. Slings to first and one away in the top of the third.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Pasquantino in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, he doesn't love it. He's not going to swing that early in the count.
And
1-2. 2 strikes.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. Singled and scored his first time.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
Pitch misses inside, and that's ball 1. This one in the dirt, and well done to keep it close.
You don't want to run yourself out of an inning, so it's got to clearly get far enough away from the catcher. If you're the runner at third, think about scoring.
Right through there for a strike.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat, drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
2-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Got him looking. That K is his 3rd of the game. They get a leadoff single but leave him stranded. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Royals 2 and the Cardinals nothing. Back here in St. Louis, and here is Alec Burleson. That's off the inside corner. Ball 1. And that's a little high. Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a miss.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
To third, and that's a fair ball. Pedro Pajes, the next to hit. And that drops in for a strike. Nobody out, runner at first. Swing and a ground ball and foul ball. Inside.
Nope, that's inside.
And the count is 1-2. High fly ball, right field. Ray moving back for this one. 1 away.
Batting ninth, center fielder, Victor Scott II.
Victor Scott next up for the Cardinals. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. And a foul ball.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Man at first, 1 away. Gonna count
Ball.
1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, that slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something else and got completely fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just couldn't resist the temptation. But, man, really expanded right there and didn't have a chance of making contact with that pitch.
Back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Now it's the right fielder, Lars Nootbaar. That one to first. Fair ball. And now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away. So 2 outs with runners on the corners. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Mason Wynn. This ball's chopped on the ground, and that one handled, throws to first in time. An acrobatic play to end the inning. So the Cards strand a couple. They trail it here 2-0. The battle for Missouri rolls on. Out of the 4th. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Drew Waters. And that misses. Ball 1. Waters goes 6'1", 26 years old, and he was a 2nd-round pick back in 2017. That catches the corner.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Check swing called strike. And the count 1
ball,
and 2.
2 strikes.
That
2
one
balls,
ran
2
inside,
strikes.
almost got him.
Full count.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. And now it's going to be John Rave. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. And there's the strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
1 out, base is empty. So a foul ball makes it 1 and 2. One down, base is empty. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. Nick Lofton steps in for the Royals. 0 for 1 so far. The changeup missing. 1 and 0.
Counts 1 and 0.
Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field. And that keeps the inning going.
Now batting, second baseman
Michael Massey steps in for the Royals. The other way, and a base hit right there. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Stepping in, Kyle Isbell.
Ball 1,
pitch
no strike.
misses there, and that's ball 1.
If he can get through this one, put up a 0, this will help in his outings to come.
Chopper right side. The throw to first, and that is that. So they strand a pair to the bottom of inning number 4 now. It's the Royals 2 and the Cardinals nothing. Bottom 4, and now Brendan Donovan. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. Outside low, and it's 1 and 0.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Right through there for a strike. Singy, one of the things that's interesting is that guys really don't worry about swing and miss from an offensive standpoint anymore. So when you see somebody who contacts the ball like this, do you think of that as plus value?
Absolutely, if he's doing damage. Now, if he's rolling over and grounding out, then it's a different story. But, yeah, if he can put the ball in the gaps or over the fence, 100%.
Wilson Contreras now up to the plate. 1 for 1 with a single so far. That one down the line, and that's just foul. Inside, just missed. Line drive. Pulls it in on the run. And there's 2 away.
Nothing instills more confidence in a team than a center fielder who makes a great play like that on the run. They can feed off the energy he brings just from his playmaking abilities.
Swing and a foul straight back. He swings and fouls one off. 2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Nothing doing there for St. Louis. They're still down. It's 2-zip. The battle for Missouri rolls on. Ready now for the 5th inning. Jonathan Indy at the plate. Fetty back to work. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. On the ground, out to short. Handles, throws to first, and a quick out, number 1.
Well, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr. 0 for 2 in this one. That just misses, and that is ball 1.
Witt Jr. is one of only 2 players in AL-NL history to have 20 home runs and 20 stolen bases in each of his first 2 seasons, Boog. The other player, Julio Rodriguez.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. And there's a ball.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
That's a walk. Went with the cutter again, but couldn't find his zone.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
Man at first with 1 gone. Vinny Pasquantino steps in for the Royals. Fetty picks over, and he's back in there. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Runner takes off. That's in for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close.
You know, nights like this when it seems harder to score, I like the call to put him in motion and try to steal the base. Ball's not carrying, no home runs so far, so trying to manufacture some offense like this may be the way to go.
Got it. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Salvador Perez. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Witt at second with 2 down. And that is out of play. 1-1 is fouled off. Man at second. Got him. Picks up strikeout number 7. So 1 left for Kansas City. They're up 2-0. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. Here's Nolan Arenado. Rolled softly, but that goes foul.
You know, these Cards, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
0-2.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Alec Burleson next up for the Cardinals. A single his first time.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
That's a little bit low. The Royals up by 2. Last half of inning number 5. Hit hard but foul off to the left. One down, base is empty. Good eye in that spot.
2-2 to count.
Got him swinging. He chased the changeup. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Pedro Pajes now at the plate. Flied to right his first time. And that chops in for a strike. Here comes the 0-1. Just
That's
missed.
outside.
And
2
misses
balls, 1 strike.
inside.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line. Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Got him looking. And he strikes out the side for the second time today. Redbirds down quietly, and they're down 2-0. The battle for Missouri rolls on. Top 6. Here's the left fielder, Drew Waters. Gets the outside corner with that one.
0-1.
Action in the St. Louis bullpen. Sonny Gray getting loose out there. Romero, the power lefty, up as well. In the air, left side. Burleson makes the grab, 1 down. And now here is John Ray, 1 for 2. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
0-1's the count.
Okay, swing now. He had his mind made up. As soon as that ball left the hand of the pitcher, he was going to swing at it.
Just missed.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That one is upstairs. Ripped to short. Throw to first in time.
Now batting, third baseman, Nick Lofton.
Now the third baseman, Nick Lofton. That's a ball.
That's off the
Tried
plate.
the sweeper. That's inside.
it.
2 down, nobody on. And we're the top half of the 6th. And another ball.
Damn.
And the 3-0 finds the zone. And there's the strike.
We got a full count.
That one the other way. And a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Now batting, second baseman, Michael Massey.
Here comes the manager out of the Cardinals dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Eric Fetty will depart, and they trail as he exits, but he kept them close. A new arm will be on the mound after the break.
Now pitching.
Sonny Gray comes on now.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Now it's the second baseman, Michael Massey. That clips the zone, and that's strike 1. Just missed.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Two outs.
Aye.
Up the middle, win. They take the force out, third out, and that ends the frame. And the Redbirds bullpen comes through. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. It's the Royals 2 and the Cardinals nothing. Victor Scott digs in now. Scott really thriving with the bat this season here at home. Swinging a foul straight back. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
It really looks like these hitters
0-2
have been
the count.
in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
0-2 now. Fouled off. And they'll do it again. Here's the 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Did he go?
Tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. Did not go. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. I mean, it doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put a ball in play.
Back to the top of the lineup. Now here is Lars Nootbaar. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. One down, base is empty. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Bill, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Mason Wynn will hit next. The shortstop takes the ball. The Cardinals trailing by 2 here in the bottom of the 6th. Check swing called strike. And it's a ball and a strike. Hard ground ball, base knock. And that extends the inning. Now up for St. Louis, Brendan Donovan. Right through there for a strike.
The 2-hole hitter showing so much versatility, understanding the situation, gets on base with 2 out to bring possibly the best hitters in this lineup up to the plate in this inning.
Swing and a base hit. Waters whips it in quickly. Lead runner to second with 2 gone.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
First and second, 2 outs. Here comes Wilson Contreras.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
Wynn, the lead runner out at second. Donovan at first, 2 out of the inning. That one outside. And the count is 2-0.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
That's in there. And that is strike 1. Activity in the Kansas City bullpen. Andrew Hoffman appears to be getting loose. Serpa also throwing. Two on, 2 outs. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The 2-2 on the way. Good job to fight that one off.
Pitcher having a pretty tough time getting that swing and miss. 3rd foul ball in a row.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again. On the ground, and that chance handled. Off balance throw in time. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's the Royals 2 and the Cardinals nothing. We go to the top of the 7th. And the batter now, Kyle Isbell. Gray measures 5 feet 10 inches, more than 100 career wins on the mound. A former first-round pick back in 2011. That one ripped. Hauls it in for the out. Jonathan India, the next to hit, 1 for 3. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Clips the corner. No balls, 2 strikes. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. On the ground to third. Arenado whips it across.
He's out.
2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, shortstop Bobby Witt
2
Jr.
outs, base is empty. Now it's the shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr. He's turned into one of the best shortstops in the game. Outside.
That's out.
And that's ball 1. And another
That's
ball.
Ball 2.
On the corner at the knees for a strike. And that one is inside.
1 strike.
And that one
No,
off
that's
the
it.
inside
Ball
edge. You
4.
walked him.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. A game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
And now the first baseman, Vinny Pasquantino. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out.
Counts 1-0.
It's a pitch out, nothing doing, and that's ball 1. Sonny Gray checks on the runner, and he's back in on a dive.
Let's go, Cardinals. 2-0.
And a pitch out, but no steal, and it's ball 2. Just
Outside,
missed.
that's a ball.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter at this point in the ball game. You know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Clearly taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle. Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Up the middle, and that one handled. Jump throw, and that's a nice play to end the inning. Royals lead one, but they hold a 2-0 lead. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now, Ivan Herrera.
Well, timing is the key to great hitting, and right now that door is still locked. They haven't been able to figure out pitch sequences, and it's impacting them across the board.
And that's off the inside edge. And 1-1. Right through there for a strike. Well, he's back out there to begin the 7th. That surprised you at all, Chris?
Yeah, a little bit. It was a little rough 6th inning there, but his skipper's got a lot of confidence in him. But trust me, they will keep a close eye on how he does in this one.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Strikeout number 8.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game, I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're beating him, make this adjustment really quick, because word will get around the league in a hurry.
Nato comes in to take his cuts. Check swing called strike, and it's 0-1.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
Just missed.
Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, this guy's had his best stuff. Been painting the corners, working on the edges, and changing speeds. Just a difficult one. You tip your cap.
Hit in the air, center field. Isbell makes the grab for the second out.
Now batting, left fielder,
Alec Burleson getting ready to hit. Foul ball. Missed with a changeup, and the count is 1-1. Just missed. Here's a 2-1. Breaking ball misses down and away.
There's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
And he walked him.
Ball 4,
and that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Well, he's starting to look a little gassed to me, and we'll see if they go to the bullpen in this spot or not.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Chris Bubich gives way, and he was very good. They'll be happy with that, no doubt. We'll be back with a new pitcher in a minute.
now pitching for Kansas
Angel
City.
Serpa on to pitch here. 25th appearance of the year for him. Pedro Pajes digs in now. And a breaking ball misses outside. That one catches the zone, and the count 1-1.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
And that
Ball
one
two.
upstairs. And that one's a
Ball three.
little bit low. And now 3-1. Victor Scott in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. In there at the knees. Full count now.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. And that one hit to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Mission accomplished from the Royals bullpen that time. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Royals 2 and the Cardinals nothing. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. JoJo Romero.
Coming on to face a righty here, and he's been fantastic against him this year. His numbers in those matchups are very good.
And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Royals. Salvador Perez. And that's outside.
That's just out.
Ball 1.
Well, these Royals, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. We've already seen 8 line drives from them, and it's always a good sign when the ball is jumping off your bat. And that's what this offense has been doing so far today.
Falling
Ball
behind 2-1. Ripped on a line. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down. Makes the turn and heads for second. The relay not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And next up for the Royals, Drew Waters. Foul ball there. And the 0-1. And that one inside and it hit him.
First base.
Now batting. Right
First
fielder,
and second,
John Ray.
no outs. So up now for Kansas City, John Ray. On the corner for a strike. Movement in the bullpen for the Cardinals. John King, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. Palante, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well.
Ball
Just
one.
missed.
1-1.
Popped in the air, left field. Burleson hauls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting. Third baseman, Nick Lofton.
Nick Lofton steps in for the Royals. There's a strike. Two on, one out. And it's fouled off. That one
Oh,
just
that's inside.
misses.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Ground ball left side, could be two. Fires to second
He's
for
out.
one. And that's two. No runs, one hit, no errors, and a man left. Last half of the eighth coming up. It's the Royals 2 and the Cardinals nothing. Bottom of the eighth. Here's the center fielder, Victor Scott.
Well, these fans definitely want to get involved in the game. All it's going to take is to get the leadoff man or even a base runner on.
That's in there. Strike one.
0-1.
Ball
1-1
there. Cut on and lifted in the air. Waters pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's one down.
Now batting. Right
And now the right fielder, Lars Nootbaar.
Lars Nootbaar.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. To the right side. Takes it to the
He's
bag,
out.
steps on first, and it's out number two.
Couple of pitches and a quick
Now
out.
batting. The shortstop, Mason.
Mason Wynn next up for the Cardinals. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. That one hit to right. And that will drop foul.
Well, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make.
That's the third out, inning over. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They trail things here 2-0.
Now pitching.
We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound,
Number
John
47.
King.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
Michael Massey steps in for the Royals. Line to left, fair ball. Around first, heading for two. And he'll pull into second safely.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
Kyle Isbell.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And now the center fielder, Kyle Isbell. 0 for 3 in this one. There's the strike.
0-1's the count.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Coming home. Now a relay to the plate. He'll score easily. And they lead by 3.
Comes through with the RBI. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
So back to the top of the order. And to the plate for Kansas City, Jonathan India. That's in for a strike on the outside corner. 0-1. Double play ball to second. Glove flip for one. Relay to first. Double play.
Really nice double play turn right there, and it all started with that sweet glove flip on the feed to second. You know, these middle infielders, they spend a lot of time honing that glove work, so it just becomes like second nature. I think you also have to have a really good glove that's broken in, that's not too large, so that you can have a feel for that baseball and be able to flip it like you're barehanded.
Fouled off left side. Two down, base is empty, but one run across here at the top of the ninth. That one not close.
2 strikes.
Now 1-2.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
And a swing and a miss, and that's that. But they pick up one run on the RBI single. It's now 3-0. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Carlos Estevez.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. Brendan Donovan now at the plate. That one to first. He'll do it himself. One out, bottom of the ninth.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
He's 2 outs away. Here's Contreras now. That's in there. That one fouled off. The Redbirds trailing by 3 here in the last half of inning number 9.
Ball, that's out.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Sets him down on strikes. And they're down to their last out.
Boog, he was shopping at the buckle right there, the way that slider made him look. That was just nasty.
Ivan Herrera next up for the Cardinals. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts.
And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
Lifted to left, and that should do it. And that'll do it. The Royals claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense.
This is just a nice win. 3-0 ball game. You feel comfortable about the 3 runs that you scored, but you also know that if you're not careful, a bloop, a base hit, and a home run ties everything up. But it was great pitching. Timely hitting really made the difference.
A shutout in this one. 3-0 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.